What's goody, Shellitronnn here. You can call me Shells, and I'm back again with a brand new video, and I'm gonna keep it a Bowberry biscuit. I have even more bad news for you today. If you haven't seen my last video, check it out right here, or maybe it's up here. I don't know what side I'm on, honestly, but this tweet right here from Joe Person from just yesterday says, Rule says undrafted wide receiver Omar Bayless will have to have surgery on his knee. Uncertain whether he'll be out a couple of weeks or a couple of months. Stems from a former injury. Now, if you guys didn't know this already, Omar Bayless has been one of the breakout players in training camp, which is very important because he will not have a shot to really prove himself in a preseason game because there are no preseason games in this 2020 NFL season. And Omar Bayless, if you've been watching the streams, looking at the tweets, looking at the post-practice reports the Panthers put up, these writers put up, Omar Bayless' name was coming up a lot everywhere. And in those videos, he was catching every ball come his way, short routes, deep routes, contested, getting wide open, getting past these dudes on one-on-one drills. Omar Bayless was very, very impressive, but he missed the last 3, maybe 4 practices now with that knee injury. He had like some swelling going on, and this update on the injury just makes me feel really bad for dude because if you're out a couple of weeks, that's the season start. If you're out a couple months, I'm not sure you actually make this team, maybe make the practice squad, but I wouldn't be so surprised if some other team kind of go ahead and vulture him off our practice squad. I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen with Omar Bayless. We have a lot of guys who are pretty damn talented at the wide receiver position, and I don't think we can really afford to use a roster spot on a guy who may potentially be hurt for months to come. He's not a Christian McCaffrey. He's not a DJ Moore. He has potential, but we really haven't seen it on an NFL level for real with very high reps. And we just have a lot of holes in a lot of places where every single roster spot on this 53-man roster has to have a purpose and has to be able to step up and step in if anything should happen. So I don't feel really good about the security of Omar Bayless' spot on this team. If he was healthy, I'd say guarantee it, put money down on it. Omar Bayless makes this roster. But with this news right here, and apparently it's only a scope on his knee, but still that very unsure timetable of several weeks or several months it's unclear. That's what it is. It's just unclear. And it's definitely right now the saddest story of this training camp session, of this preseason, I guess you can call it right now, because Omar Bayless was easily one of the most impressive players, definitely one of the most impressive sleeper players in training camp so far. And I think most fans had a lot of high hopes for him. Him and Seth Roberts as being the next guys up behind DJ. You know, we have Curtis, obviously Robbie Anderson, and then obviously we got Ian Thomas and Christian McCaffrey. But we thought these guys could be very, very good contributing factors to this passing offense led by Teddy Two Gloves and Joe Brady. This is very disappointing. You hate to see it. You absolutely just hate to see it, but it is what it is. You know that saying. You know that saying in the NFL. It's next man up, and we're going to have to see what Pharaoh Cooper can do. Got to see what Brandon Zylstra can do. We got to see what some of these other guys can bring to the table, because we already know right now if this team's going to have any success this upcoming season, it's coming from the offensive side of the ball. The defense has some pretty good pieces that can grow into being very impactful. But for 2020, we already know what's going on, right? We know exactly what's going on. So it is what it is, man. Gonna have to definitely keep an eye on this, track it as it goes along. Any progress, I will definitely have an update for you. But as of right now, Omar Bayless is out for an unknown amount of time. There's an injury going on, and that could be lingering. Like I said, you hate to see it, but the show must go on. Let me know all your thoughts on Omar Bayless, the injury situation or wide receiver situation, and do you think he actually still makes the roster even if he's going to be hurt during week 1, 2, maybe all the way through week 5? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below, and you already know to do with that like button.
Cheers to you, appreciate the chance. Being told y'all I been the man. Being told y'all I had the gift. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Real ones gonna recommend. Count this as another win.